Today, we are going to make some grass. No, I'm not in Colorado, so it's not going to be that kind of grass. It's our techniques that are so simple and sensible, your models will practically build themselves. Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv. Today we are going to look at one of my favorite subjects when it comes to car models. And that is, well, the Mercury Cougar. And if you watch some of my videos, some of my car videos, you'll know that Mercury Cougars played a great part in my, well, in my early days of driving, actually in my whole entire life. And for a lot of years, that was what I was known for, was my Cougars. So today, we're going to look at part of my collection of model Cougars. We're going to look at the 1969 models of the 1969 Cougars that I have in my collection currently, and maybe talk about some that I'd like to have. Anyway, stick with us for Mad Dog Merv's 69 Cougar models. So this is that particular Cougar. It is the 1969 Cougar Eliminator kit, molded in yellow, and I decided to go ahead and paint it in this beautiful Ford red. And I think if I recall, I just used a bottle of Tester's Dark Red, and it's really, really close to the Ford Dark Red of that era. I know because I had a 67 that I painted that color. Anyway, one of my favorite colors. You'll notice that I've got this this poster in the front window, and that's because there was a little glue goof that I did, and I thought I would put this poster in there that looked like maybe from a car show or something. Anyway, pretty nice looking red 69 Cougar, stock GT rims on it. I did put a 428 Cobra Jet that I had laying around in it. I think it turned out pretty good. I have not wired it up. You can see here, you can see some of the yellow showing through on this particular model. I've got to go back and touch that up. Here's the kit I used. It's AMT Ertl's 1969 Cougar Eliminator. This particular one was released in the 2000s somewhere. Have several of these that I've either bought new or from collections. Anyway, has the Boss 302 motor in it, high back bucket seats, has the GT Rally rims on it. It also came out in blue a few years later. Thought this was a fun little piece I got from a friend a couple of Christmases ago. It's in case of stress, break glass, and there's a couple of cans of Coke and some Jack in there and a model in case I ever run out. Now this is an older release, I believe from the 1990s of the Cougar. This particular one has the 428 Cobra Jet motor in it, and the seats are a little bit different in this one as well. But this has the decal on the nose for the 428 Cobra Jet, and it comes with the Cougar mags, which is the kind of a 5-spoke, very similar to the styled steel on the 68. And with that, I actually outside over there anyway, the 427 sock motor in it. So here's my version of it. I'll actually cover this again in another build that I'm doing that has Eddie Sharpman's car as well. Anyway, this is how Dino Dawn's turned out. Not too bad. I did rework it a little bit when I finished Eddie Sharpman's. Speaking of which, I had tried to do the Eddie Sharpman Boss, but out of the 69 kit. And it looks pretty good, but it just wasn't right. So I decided to go ahead and paint the stripes kind of a purple color and rename the car. I took some decals off of a 69 Cougar Charger kit that I had. These decals called Hemified, and I thought that was perfect for this 429 engined Cougar race car that I think it looks really good. I know I wouldn't kick it out of my driveway. Speaking of Eddie Sharpman, he had a 1969 funny car as well. And so, what the heck, I took the 68 kit of the funny car and used the chassis and built a 69 body, painted it up in Eddie Sharpman's colors, and here you go. The Eddie Sharpman Rattler. The airlift Rattler, to be precise. So, I decided to build this one too, this funny car. I'd seen a picture of it. You can see here on the bottom left a picture of the Winds 777. There was a 68 model of this, and I decided to go ahead and model this 1969 version of it. Again, using the 68 Cougar funny car chassis, and just making some modifications and doing a 69 funny. So speaking of unique pieces, I decided to do one in pink. Now, we remember the piece I put out a while ago on the Playboy Pink Mustangs, the one that Connie Koreski had especially. I thought, what if Southgate Lincoln Mercury in Wyandotte, Michigan, because that was her hometown, decided to come up with a Connie Koreski special. A 69 XR7 with a vinyl top and a power sunroof, a 390 auto powertrain, deluxe leather interior, and styled steel wheels. What if? And so I went ahead and built that, and thought this would be kind of fun. Now, you can see I did the vinyl top, the method that I use for that. I've got a video up on that. Did the sunroof. Did that deluxe interior that was available. But here's the kit that I used for it. I actually got this off of eBay. From time to time, I'll buy things really cheap that have been started, and I'll refurbish them. This particular kit, I think I paid $5 for it, and completely sanded it down and redid it to build the, quote, Connie Koreski special. One of the signatures I have in my modeling is I'll usually take a magazine or something and shrink it down, put it on the front seat. Here's a Time magazine from 1969 that I've got on the front seat of this particular car. So this was kind of a fun project for me, this what if. So for sure a lot of unique pieces in this collection, but one that actually comes from my history. When I first got my car, Dave Knopfsinger first got his Nova, our friend Shane McClellan was given this 69 Cougar. I believe it was his mother's or his grandmother's. I can't remember because I'm old. Anyway, his first car was a 69 Cougar, 351 Windsor. He put some slotted mags that he'd purchased on it, and this is pretty much how it looked. Throughout high school. And it used to do great burnouts in the driver's ed parking lot. That's all I can tell you. But anyway, it was nice to have somebody else with a Cougar in our little group. So I took that 302 out of the kit and tried to rework it to make it look as much as I could like a 351 Windsor. I know it's hard to come up with a 351 Windsor in 1/25th scale, but here you go. And someday again I'll wire it up and it'll be pretty and nice, but we'll get to that eventually someday. So anyway, I hope you have enjoyed looking at this part of the collection. This is my 1969 Cougars. I've got others that are in the process of being built. I've got some that are in the dream stage, if you will.
and I definitely have kits that are started and unstarted that I can do some more stuff with. We'll actually do a series. I'll cover the 67s, the 68s, and the 70s as well, and those into the 1970s that I have kits of. So thanks for sticking with us and watching this, and well, we'll